morning, ladies and gentlemen. Attention, please. Before we start the international webinar, I will provide you cooperation in this international webinar. So please find the most comfortable place in your environment because this international webinar will start from 1 minute start from now. So don't forget to turn on your camera and turn off your microphone. Thank you for your kindness and attention.
Time is in now.
Okay.
Going hand out.
Okay.
Morning, sir. Dr. Hannah Harispanapura. How are you?
Good morning.
Buru-buri hingga tidak berkicau riang di pagi yang cerah. Dengan hormat kami haturkan selamat datang dan salam penuh berkah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the international webinar presented by Economic and Business Faculty, Master of Management, the wonderful great environment in Batam City, Indonesia, in Nusinan University, with the theme The Role of Influence Marketing in Building Global Brands. Saturday, June 27, 2026. The happiness participant, my name is Muhammad Yusuf Putra. It is an amazing opportunity to be your master of ceremony today. For your information, this webinar is organized by my Business Management Program, Economic and Business Faculty in Nusinan University. This is the 6th international webinar at Nusinan University and will become annual webinar of my Business Management Program. And of course, this is an extraordinary achievement for the advancement of Nusinan University. This big applause for my Business Management Program of Nusinan University. The Honorable, the Vice Governor of Riau Island, Mr. Dr. Yanyan Haris Pramamura, Faculty of Economic Master of Science. The Honorable, Madam Dentis Ani Kevin, Master of Management, as chairperson of Avicenna Educational Foundation. We are very honorable. Associate Professor Dr. in Senior Medicine and IPU, as a rector of Nusinan University. We are very honorable. Mr. Dr. Sabri Bantuan Economic Master of Management CET, as a dean of Economic and Business Faculty in Nusinan University. We are very honorable. Dr. Henry Herman, Economic Master of Science CET, as a chairman of Business Management, Economic and Business Faculty in Nusinan University. And of course, our leadership speaker, the first leadership speaker from Bingol University of Turkey, Professor Dr. Imran Aslan. Welcome. The next keynote speaker from University Trenggalek, Malaysia, Professor Dr. Khatijah Omar, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, PhD. We are very honorable. A speaker from Andaman Anatolian Technology College, Professor Putri Lamute, Thailand. And of course, the last keynote speaker from Indonesia, the one and only Dr. Henry Herman, Bachelor of Economics, Master of Science. And for your information, Dr. Henry is the chair of my Business Management Program. And also, the comment for this is a national webinar. Let's together give applause for Dr. Henry Herman, Bachelor of Economics, Master of Science. For your information, this webinar is not only coming from Nusinan University. We have a lot of participants from other venues from Indonesia and Malaysia, Turkey, and of course Thailand. The first participant from MBA, University of Terengganu, Malaysia. Next, we have college student from Andaman and Korean Technology College from Thailand. The next participant we have from Bingöl University of Turkey, Universitas Muhammadiyah Riyadh, Universitas Budi Dharma, Politeknik Negeri Batam, Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara, Sekolah Tinggi Agama Islam Negeri Sultan Abdul Rahman, Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Manajemen Sukma Medan, Universitas Prima Indonesia, Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Muhammadiyah Asaman, Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Geraha Kirana, Politeknik Cendana. Last but not least, UMN Awasrian Medan, and for all of the participants from Ibnu-Sina University. The happiest audience and all of the previous participants, first of all, I say thanks to God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has been giving us health and mercy so we can attend and participate in this event without any obstacles. Secondly, don't forget to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness era by saying, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. On this special event, we have several agenda, so allow me to read the several agenda this morning. The first agenda is opening. The next agenda is singing the national anthem of Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Turkey. The third agenda is hymn and march in Kusina. The fourth agenda is reading prayer, continue opening speech, and webinar are hosted by moderator. And last but not least, closing. Dear all of the happiest audience, the first agenda is opening. So let's opening this international webinar by saying basmalah together. 1, 2, 3. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Furthermore, the next agenda is singing the national anthem of Indonesia Raya, and will be continued with the national anthem of Malaysia, Thailand, and Turkey. For all of the happiest participants, it's in perfect manner.
อยู่ดำรงคงไว้ได้ทั้งมวลด้วยไทยล้วนหมายรักษาพันยินไทยนิรักสงบแต่ทุรบไม่คลาดเอกราชจำไม่ให้ใครคุมขีสละเลือดทุกอย่างเป็นสอนมาเองถ้าเดินประเทศชาติไทยก็เวียนวิชัยสยบ
The next agenda is reading prayer. The prayer will be delivered by Mr. Fadli Dula, Director of Economic Master Management. For Mr. Fadli, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi rasulillahi ajmain. Hamdan syakirin, hamdan na'imin, hamdan yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi'u mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karim wa azim sultanik. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma ighfir lana zunubana wa liwalidayna warhamhuma kama rabbayana shaghira wal jami'il mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat al ahya'i minhum wal amwat. Innaka sami'un qaribun mujibu da'wat ya qadiyal hajat. Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqa warzuqna tiba'ah wa arinal batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqa warzuqna tiba'ah wa arinal batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wa afiatan fil jasad wa ziyadatan fil ilmi wa barakatan fil rizki wa taubatan qoblal maut wa rahmatan indal maut wa maghfiratan ba'dal maut. Allahumma hawwin alaina fi syakaratil maut wan najata minan nar wal afwa indal hisab. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da is hazaitana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmah innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana zolamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khosirin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Fadli. You're right. May Allah blessing us in this beautiful sunshine. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. The next agenda is reading. The first speech comes from the Vice Governor of Rio Island. Let's invite Mr. Dr. Nana Haris Pratamura, Bachelor of Economic Master of Science.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning to everyone join us from different parts of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's both of the honor and privilege to be invited is as the keynote speaker distinguished International Webinar 2026. I would like to express my sincere appreciation and organization committed to bring together leading experts, professional, research, entrepreneur, student, and discuss of the most dynamic aspect, the modern marketing. Today's theme, the role influencer marketing in the building global brand is the highly relevant in today, rapidly evolving digital economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the world has experienced an extraordinary transportation in when the brand communicate with the consumer. Traditional advertising no longer not about the building trust and customer loyalty. Today, the digital platform have shifted to center of the influencer from corporation. Individual can authentically connect to audience across the globe. Influencers have to become more than content creator. They are storyteller, educator, opinion leader, and trusted voice capable of the saving consumer perfection and purchasing decision. This shift represents the new hardware automatically often to greater value expensive advertising campaigns. Research constantly show that consumers are more like to trust recommendation for the people that admire that direct to professional message for the brand. This trust creates stronger engagement, higher compensation rate, and long-term customer loyalty. However, successful influencer marketing not simple about selection and celebration, similar the flower. This future belong brand that build genuine partnership with the influencer who share their value, understanding their audience, and create meaningful the content. Ladies and gentlemen, building a global brand require more than international possibility. It require credibility, it require consistency, it require culture and understanding. Customers across different countries have different traditional experience, language, and expectation. Therefore, success global brand adapt with the communication strategy where the maintaining consistent brand identity. Influencer marketing allow the brand local global message without losing authenticity, and the local influencer understanding of the culture, speak, and language for the audience and communication in the way that will nature rather than commercial. The combination of the global vision and local relevance is becoming one of the strongest competitive advantages in the international business. Ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence, big data, big digital analysis also transforming influence in marketing. Today, company can measure audience engagement, customer behavior, campaign effective, and return on investment with remarkable accuracy. This technology have the business identity, the right influencer, optimize the campaign, create the personas customer experience. Nevertheless, technology should never replace human value. Trust, transparency, ethnic authenticity remain the foundation of sustainable marketing. Customers are becoming increasingly intelligent and selective. That can easily distinguish genuine recommendation for buy, promotion, and the lack sincerity. Therefore, article inflation, marketing not longer optional, is essential. Ladies and gentlemen, for developing country, influencer marketing offices offer tremendous opportunity. Small and medium size enterprise can now compete with internationally without investment, announcement, advertising budget. Creative storytelling, compelling digital content, and strategic collaboration with influencer can introduce local product to global market. This create new opportunity for the entrepreneur, strengthen local economics, and promote culture heritage in international audience. Digital performance have effectively removed the geographical barrier. Today, a local product can become an international brand is supported by innovation, quality, creativity, effective digital communication. Ladies and gentlemen, as the policymaker, academy research, and business leader, we have shared the responsibility to prepare future generation from this digital transformation. We must encourage digital literacy, innovation, ethical communication, and entrepreneurship. University should collaborate closely with industries. Government should be create a supportive digital ecosystem. Business should invest sustainable digital innovation. Together can be built inclusive digital economic with technology, creative opportunity to everyone. Before I conclude, I would like to leave with you one important thought. Brand many create products, but people create trust in the digital age. Trust in the world most valuable currency. Let us continue to working together with the build brand that we are not only global, recognized, but also respect, trusting, and capable of the making positive. I hope today's discussion inspire news idea, foster meaningful collaboration, encourage innovation that benefit the business communicate for the future generation. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I wish all participants a product and successful international webinar 2026. Stay innovative, stay authentic, build brand that inspire in the world. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Haris Pratama, for your great speech this morning. Enjoy your morning and every day. All right, the happiness participant, the next speech coming from Rector of International University and also the official of this international webinar. Let's invite Mr. Dr. Senior Larissa MT RFU. Mr. Larissa, time is yours.
Ya, baik. Terima kasih, moderator. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera, sehat selalu buat kita semua. Antun dulu ya. Perahu kecil berlabuh di dermaga.
Cakep.
Muatannya penuh dengan ilmu terpilih. Terima kasih atas kehadiran Bapak Ibu semua. Semoga pertemuan ini menjadi berkah yang abadi. Yang kami muliakan Wakil Gubernur Kepulauan Riau, Bapak Dr. Nyanyang Haris Pratama SE MSI. Terima kasih Pak sudah hadir dan telah memberikan sambutannya. Yang saya hormati Asosiat Profesor Dr. Sabri SEMM selaku Dekan Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis Universitas Ibnu Sina, dan para narasumber terhormat dari mancanegara, ada Ibu Profesor Dr. Halija Umar, BSc, MSc, PhD dari Universitas Malaysia Terengganu. Kemudian ada Bapak Profesor Dr. Sukri Lang Futeh, PhD dari Andaman Anatolian Technology College, Thailand. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu sudah hadir. Kemudian ada Bapak Profesor Dr. Imran Aslan dari Bingöl University, Turki, serta segenap panitia dan seluruh sivitas akademika Universitas Ibnu Sina Batam, para peserta webinar, mahasiswa, dosen, dan hadirin yang kami banggakan. Alhamdulillah wa syukrillah, wala haula wala quwata illa billah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Bapak Ibu semua, mari kita panjatkan puji dan syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala atas segala limpahan rahmat, hidayah, dan karunia-Nya, sehingga pada hari ini kita dapat hadir bersama meskipun melalui jaringan digital dalam bentuk Zoom ini, namun tetap dalam suasana yang penuh semangat kolaborasi internasional untuk mengikuti webinar ini. Salawat serta salam kita kirimkan kepada junjungan Nabi besar Muhammad SAW serta para keluarga, sahabat, dan seluruh umat hingga akhir zaman. Bapak Ibu hadirin yang kami muliakan, tema kita dalam webinar internasional kali ini yaitu The Role of Influencer Marketing in Building Global Brands. Merupakan tema yang sangat relevan dan tepat di era transformasi digital yang sedang kita hadapi bersama. Saat ini kita hidup di era di mana batas-batas geografis tidak lagi menjadi hambatan oleh kekuatan teknologi informasi. Sebagaimana yang kita lakukan hari ini, kita dapat bertemu dari berbagai negara melalui media Zoom ini. Media sosial telah mengubah cara manusia berkomunikasi, berinteraksi, dan bahkan bertransaksi. Di tengah perubahan yang begitu masif dan cepat ini, influencer marketing telah menjelma menjadi salah satu kekuatan pemasaran yang paling efektif, paling profesional, dan paling berpengaruh dalam membangun brands di pasar global. Dari data berbagai lembaga riset internasional menunjukkan bahwa industri influencer marketing global telah mencapai nilai lebih dari 21 miliar dolar Amerika Serikat pada tahun 2023. Pada tahun 2024, 24 miliar. Pada tahun 2025, 33 miliar. Dan pada tahun 2026 ini diperkirakan mencapai di sekitar 34 miliar US dolar Amerika. Dan diproyeksikan terus bertumbuh secara eksponensial. Indonesia sendiri sebagai salah satu negara dengan pengguna media sosial terbesar di dunia memiliki potensi yang luar biasa besar dalam ekosistem ini. Bagi kita di Kepulauan Riau sebagai kawasan yang strategis dan terdepan, pemahaman mendalam tentang influencer marketing ini bukan sekedar wawasan akademis. Ini adalah kebutuhan nyata. Para pengusaha lokal, pelaku UMKM, dan generasi muda wirausaha di Batam dan Kepri membutuhkan ilmu dan strategi ini untuk dapat bersaing dan bertahan di pasar yang semakin tanpa batas. Universitas Ibnu Sina Batam sebagai sebagai perguruan tinggi yang berkomitmen pada pengembangan sumber daya manusia unggul di Kepulauan Riau, memandang kegiatan webinar internasional ini sebagai bagian dari tanggung jawab kami dalam menjembatani ilmu pengetahuan global dengan kebutuhan lokal. Selaras dengan dikti saintek berdampak yang dicanangkan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi, Sains dan Teknologi, kami berkomitmen bahwa setiap kegiatan akademik yang kami selenggarakan harus memberikan dampak nyata bagi mahasiswa kami, bagi masyarakat Batam, bagi Kepulauan Riau, dan bagi Indonesia pada umumnya. Webinar ini adalah wujud nyata dari komitmen itu dengan menghadirkan para pakar dari Malaysia, Thailand, dan Turki bersama pakar akademis dan praktisi Indonesia. Kami ingin membuka cakrawala berpikir dan memperluas jaringan kolaborasi internasional, lintas batas, lintas budaya, lintas disiplin ilmu. Demikian sambutan kami. Semoga Allah Subhanahu wa taala senantiasa memberikan kemudahan, keberkahan, dan ilmu yang bermanfaat kepada kita semua. Semoga diskusi dan ilmu yang kita bagi pada hari ini menjadi amal jariah yang terus mengalir manfaatnya, bukan hanya bagi kita, tetapi juga bagi masyarakat, bangsa, dan peradaban manusia dan dunia. Bunga melati harum semerbak, ditanam orang di halaman istana.
Siapa yang nanam?
Ewa.
Semoga ilmu yang kita petik menjadi cahaya bagi sesama.
Mantap.
Excuse me, sir. Your voice is. Could you unmute your voice?
Duh. Udah kedengaran tadi ya?
Yes.
Ulang pantunnya, Pak, ulang.
Ya?
Pantunnya ulang, Pak. Suaranya nggak kedengeran tadi.
Oh. Pantun penutupnya ya?
Ya.
Ya. Bunga melati harum semerbak,
Cakep.
Aduh.
ditanam orang di halaman istana. Semoga ilmu yang kita petik menjadi cahaya bagi sesama. Dengan ucapan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, acara webinar internasional saya buka dengan resmi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Insinyur Rarisan, STMT IPU. The next speech comes from Dean of Economic and Business Faculty, Ibnu Sina University, Mr. Dr. Sabri, Bachelor of Economic, Master of Management, CTT. Mr. Dr. Sabri, time is yours.
Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yang terhormat Associate Profesor Dr. Insinyur Larisang, MT IPU, sebagai Rektor Universitas Ibnu Sina, Indonesia. Yang terhormat Bapak Wakil Gubernur Dr. Nyanyang Haris Pratamurah, SMM Wakil Gubernur Kepulauan Riau, Indonesia. Yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Hadijah Umar, PhD, Universitas Malaysia Terengganu, Malaysia. Selanjutnya yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Sukri Lampute, PhD, Anaman Anatolian Technology College, Thailand. Yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Imran Aslan, Bingol University, Turki. Yang terhormat narasumber Bapak Dr. Henry Herman, SEMSC Universitas Ibnu Sina, Indonesia. Pertama-tama mari kita sama-sama memanjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala yang telah memberikan kita kesehatan, kesempatan, sehingga pada pagi hari ini kita bisa hadir bersama dalam rangka mengikuti webinar internasional. Mudah-mudahan apa yang kita laksanakan pada pagi hari ini mendapat ridha Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Amin, amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Dan selawat kita kirimkan kepada Nabi besar Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Bikaulina Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Semoga di yaumil kiamat nanti kita mendapatkan syafaatnya. Amin, amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Hadirin yang berbahagia, pada kesempatan ini, tema kita, The Role of Influencer Marketing in Building Global Brand. Ini muncul ya pada waktu yang sangat tepat. Kita hidup di zaman di mana perhatian manusia adalah mata uang baru, dan sekarang influencer mereka adalah pemegang kunci dari perhatian ini. Mari kita bedah bersama narasumber kita yang luar biasa. Role influencer adalah strategi memanfaatkan kredibilitas seseorang untuk menyampaikan pesan brand. Global brand, tujuan akhir brand yang tidak hanya dikenali tetapi dicintai di seluruh dunia. Dulu, roadmap jadi brand global. Itu panjang. Riset, pasar bertahun-tahun, iklan TV dengan biaya miliaran, dan tim ekspansi ke seluruh negara. Hal ini aturannya sudah berubah. Ada 3 catatan atau 3 peran utama influencer marketing. Yang pertama, sebagai mesin awareness tercepat. Influencer memotong antrian mereka, memberikan brand panggung yang sudah penuh penonton setia tanpa perlu membangun audiens dari nol. Yang kedua, sebagai pabrik trust instan. Di dunia yang penuh iklan, orang sudah imun, tapi mereka tidak imun pada rekomendasi orang yang mereka kagumi. Saat influencer produk ini bagus, itu berubah jadi iklan, menjadi rekomendasi dari teman dan sebagainya. Kemudian yang ketiga yang perlu kita pahami bahwa jembatan budaya ke pasar baru. Mau masuk ke pasar Korea misalnya, influencer Korea sudah paham bahasa, humor dan nilai-nilai lokalnya. Jadi tidak hanya membeli jangkauan, tetapi membeli pemahaman budaya. Singkatnya, influencer marketing tidak hanya menggantikan market tradisional, tetapi ia juga mempercepat, mengubah proses dari 10 tahun menjadi 10 bulan. Ini meminjamkan wajah, suara, dan kepercayaan yang sudah dibangun bertahun-tahun, melahirkan grand global generasi baru. Kita percaya bahwa 2 jam ke depan akan menjadi investasi terbaik untuk kita semua. Dari strategi mikro influencer sampai mega influencer, dari TikTok sampai YouTube, dari brand vision sampai teknologi, semua ini akan dibedah, dikupas oleh narasumber-narasumber kita yang luar biasa. Dan kepada seluruh peserta, baik itu dosen, mahasiswa, baik dari mahasiswa dari Malaysia, dari Thailand, dari Turki, terkhusus di Indonesia ada beberapa universitas, sekolah tinggi yang mengikuti. Mudah-mudahan seluruh peserta bisa mengikuti sampai selesai. Semoga kegiatan kita ini bermanfaat bagi kita semua. Sekian, billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Sabri, for your speech. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the happiness participant. Now we come to our main program, webinar session. This webinar session will be delivered by our moderator, the one and only, the cum laude woman on graduation 2026, Miss Aprilia Puspitasari, Bachelor of Management, Master of Management. Give big applause for Miss Aprilia. Yeah, welcome, Miss Aprilia. Please sit down.
Thank you so much, dear. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Not really good today, actually, because the weather is not good.
Oh, okay.
But we have to stay strong.
Okay.
And I like to be here with you, of course, to join with us in this seminar webinar.
Lily, whatever your condition, enjoy your journey today. Enjoy your moment.
Thank you so much, dear.
Okay, rocket the stage, Lily.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Air mengalir menuju lautan, membawa pesan dari berbagai negeri. Seminar ini menjadi jembatan menghubungkan gagasan untuk masa depan yang lestari. Good morning, speakers, lecturers, and dear participants. My name is Aprilia Puspitasari, and I am a Master Management student. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to serve as the moderator today session with the theme, the role of influencer marketing in building global brands. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to warmly welcome everyone to this seminar. We are delighted to have such an inspiring speakers, enthusiastic participants joining us today. I hope this session will provide valuable things, meaningful discussion, and new perspective for us. But before we start our program, I kindly reminding to all participants to complete the attendance form using the link provided. So and we start our program. All right, please let me introduce our first speaker, Dr. Khatijah Omar. So Dr. Khatijah Omar is a professor at Faculty of Business Economics and Social Development, University Malaysia Terengganu, and has been servicing as a lecturer since 2023. She obtained her Bachelor in Business Study at University North Texas, USA in 1990, Master degree in Business Administration at Mara University of Technology in 21, and Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management at Northern University in Malaysia, 2012. Of period of March 2021 until 2022, she is visiting professor at Universitas Airlangga, Surabaya. For her career and profession enhancement, Professor Khatijah was appointed as an associate at Academy of Science Malaysia and member of a Lot Association. Her involvement in international grants that promote knowledge and technology sharing has also assisted a lot in giving back to society. We are especially honored to have here with us our speaker, Professor Dr. Khatijah Omar, PSc, MSc, PhD from University Terengganu, Malaysia. Hello, Prof. It's good to see you here. How are you?
Lily, yeah, I'm more than okay. Hope you too.
Okay, thank you. I'm really glad to see you here joining with us. It's burning my spirit today. Okay, without any further, so I'll let you to share your presentation.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and good morning to all distinguished guests, with management level and staff, webinar committees, webinar participants and lecturers, and not to forget all the students. I think I have to have someone from UIS, from the committee to share the slide for me, because I'm not really familiar with Zoom. But here at our university, we always use WebEx. WebEx. Another one is Google Meet. Because I have passed, I think I have passed the slides, and I would like somebody to share with me here the slide. Okay, while waiting for the slides, and maybe I really hope that everybody is okay. Hope everybody more than okay. And still in one piece. Alhamdulillah, syukur, with God's permission, we can be together in this webinar. Maybe to get to know each other and to share our knowledge. So I understand that today we have about 4 speakers. I think not this one, the latest one. The latest one, this one, the first one, because I have improved the slide. Okay, syukur, alhamdulillah, we are together here. Hopefully, this seminar will be a fruitful and beneficial to us all, inshallah. Okay, again, while waiting for the slide, okay, how many of us here have ever discovered a new brand, product or service because of someone we follow on social media? I think this time in today's life, the answer, of course, many of you will say yes. I do discover new brand, product, or service because I follow somebody, especially somebody who is influential on social media. Maybe through TikTok, his Instagram posts, or recommendation from influencer. And okay, interestingly, because the slide is still not not come to the picture. Okay, So interestingly, nowadays people are not only influenced by traditional advertisement that the old generation like us, like me, and like maybe some of the my friends, docent at UIS, because we are used to some traditional advertisements like television, a magazine, maybe Facebook, if the social media that thank you very much. Okay, so but also today's people they trust they trust the advertisement with what via people, okay, who are influencers, and they with the people they engage online. A single recommendation from an influencer can create awareness, shape perception, and even influence purchasing decisions among the especially the new generation. And not to say it is impossible, the old generation also they are becoming towards that also, okay, learning from their children maybe, and their friends or who are much younger, okay. Okay, so this show how the role influencer marketing has become increasingly important, okay, especially among Generation Z, who are highly connected with digital platforms. And therefore, today I would like to discuss a topic related to this phenomenon, okay, which is the influence of influencer marketing on increasing brand awareness of global brands among Generation Z. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, as the introduction, okay, the new battlefield of brand awareness, okay, traditionally, okay, brand awareness, okay, was mainly created, okay, through mass advertising, okay, such as television, newspapers, billboards, and other traditional media. Brand used to communicate a message to a large audience, and consumers mostly receive this message passively, okay, not in two-way communication, okay. However, the digital era has changed the way consumers discover and interact with brands. Today, consumers do not only learn about brands through advertisements, but also through digital platforms such as social media, okay. This change actually is especially significant not for Generation Z only, but of course the Generation Z, they are the main target, because they are highly connected with online environment. Okay, they discover brands through social media content, conversations, reviews, and recommendation from creators or influencers they follow. And therefore, influencers have become an important bridge between brands and consumers, because they help communicate in a more personal and relatable way. Because what? Because consumers often perceive influencers as more authentic compared to traditional advertisement. Okay, because they can see their face, their voice, okay, say they can see the genuinity, okay, the authenticity from what they say and what they show, okay. This shift explains actually why influencer marketing has become a strategic approach for global brands, especially in building brand awareness among Generation Z especially. Okay, Generation Z, why I choose the topic Generation Z? Because Generation Z actually differs from millennial, because they are a true digital natives. Okay, they have grown up with smartphones and social media at an early age, making digital platforms their primary source of information for the product discovery. As a result, influencer marketing tends to play a more significant role in shaping their brand awareness and purchase decision or purchase behavior than it does for older generations. So here we can say that in the past, brand talk to consumers. It is one-way communication. But today, consumers discover brand through people. okay, communities, and conversation is a two-way engagement actually. Yeah. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now we go to the next slide, which is understanding brand awareness in the digital era. Okay, so understanding brand awareness in this digital era. Okay, as shown in the slide, brand awareness refers to consumers' ability to recognize brand, recall brand, associate brand with certain values, and differentiate the brand from competitors. Okay, before we discuss how actually influencer marketing influences brand awareness, we first need to understand what brand awareness actually means, especially in today's digital environment. Okay, brand awareness is not only about whether consumers have heard about the brand. It does more than that. It reflects how strong and brand exists in consumers' mind. Yeah. Okay. So we go to brand awareness. Okay. Refer to consumers' ability to first recognize the brand. Okay. The first level is brand recognition. Okay, this is the first level. Okay, this means that consumers can identify or recognize brand when they see its name, logo, product, or content. For example, when we see a brand on social media, okay, so we know that, okay, we have seen or heard about it before. So maybe we have heard about it before. So when we heard about it before, okay, it means that we are at the recognized brand level already. Oh, I know this brand. So that is the first level. Okay. Then it will go to the next level, okay, which is the recall brand level. Okay, the second this second level actually, this is the stronger. Okay, at this level, to recall the brand, meaning that the brand now becomes stronger because stronger in their mind, in the consumer's mind, because consumers can remember the brand without being shown the brand first. Okay, for example, they think about a certain product category. A particular brand immediately come to their mind. For example, when we think of eating instant noodle, so Indomie comes to our mind. Yeah. So because Indomie, they see the influencer before this eat that Indomie. Yeah. So now they can recall the brand. Yeah. So that is the second level. Okay. Okay. The third level then, in this digital era, okay, awareness is not only about knowing the brand, recalling the brand, but also what the brand represent. Consumers may associate a brand with values such as quality, sustainability, lifestyle, creativity, or trust. Okay, so why Indomie? Okay, why Indomie? Because maybe because of the quality, or maybe because, yes, it tastes good. Yeah. So now it associate. We tend to associate the brand with certain values, which is quality and the taste. And the taste is the taste is very good. Yeah. Okay. The last one, finally, differentiate the brand from competitors. Okay, strong brand awareness means consumers can distinguish one brand from another's. Yeah, understanding what makes the brand unique, okay, is very important, and this is why actually it makes the difference between the brand that we recognize, recall, and associate with certain values with the different brand from competitors. Indomie, for example, Indomie compared to mie sedap, or Indomie with compared to instant noodle from Malaysia is Maggi, some sort like that. So this is where actually influencer marketing becomes important. So in Malaysia, Maggi mee, okay, in the the influencer is an artist. So when we see the artist eat Maggie, so that comes to our mind. We can recognize, of course, we can recognize the brand, then recall the brand, associate with our life, and then differentiate it with other brand from competitors. So actually, what I want to say here is that influencers, can help, create recognition, strengthen the recall of the brand, shape brand association, how they associate the brand with their lifestyle, and make a brand more distinctive in the minds of consumers, especially generation Z, Z generation actually. Okay, we move to the next slide, please. Okay, thank you. Now we are on why actually generation. We talk about generation Z. So why generation Z requires a different brand awareness strategy? Okay, so to answer that, generation, as I mentioned before, generation Z have different consumer behavior. As compared to previous generation, like the old generation like me and my friends. Okay, because actually they grow up with internet, they grow up with social medias, and these have changed how they search information, how they evaluate brands and make purchase decision. For example here, why Gen Z consumers is a very important, or has become the segment to be focused for today's webinar. For the first one, Generation Z, they experience information overload. To support this, actually, every day they exposed to a huge amount of content from a social media platform, such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and other digital channels. Because there is so much information on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and other digital channels competing. Providing so much information, competing for their attention, brand space, and then they face greater difficulty in standing out and being remembered. So brands need more engaging and authentic ways to capture consumers' attention, actually, rather than simply increasing the number of advertisements. So influencer marketing is different. So why Gen Z much more attached to influencer marketing? Because traditional marketing, maybe they just provide tags, provide pictures, and maybe some voices. But influencer marketing, the combination of those, the voice, then they hold the product and maybe say something about the product. The second one, Gen Z consumers, they avoid traditional advertisement. So Gen Z, they often skip YouTube ads out. If you notice, when they see the YouTube, especially I can take my son as the example. When he with the YouTube, and suddenly there is advertisement, so he will automatically off the advertisement, or they skip the advertisement, ignore the banner of the advertisement, or scroll past promotional posts very quickly, because they perceive them as interactive, or overly commercial. So as a result, traditional advertising now has become less effective in reaching this generation Z. So brand therefore look brand therefore is the alternative communication strategies, such as influencer marketing. So when the brand is introduced by influencer marketing, this generation Z will be much more attached to that. Yeah, okay, they become much more interesting to get to know more and to what to hold with the influencer marketer more as compared to the traditional marketing. Yeah. And next, instead of searching through company websites or television advertisements, Generation Z frequently discovers new product through social media platform. Yeah, they encounter products while watching short videos, browsing Instagram posts, or maybe they go to some review content recommended by platform algorithms. Okay, this makes actually social media one of the most important channels for creating brand awareness among younger consumers. And when I say younger consumer, it is more to Generation Z as well as millennials. Okay, and we go to the next slides. Maybe we still. Okay, okay. Next, still. Okay, no, the previous one. Okay, so the next is the influencer marketing. Okay, the influencer marketing as a brand awareness engine. Yeah, so I think you have also listened to our the keynote speaker just now. The influencer marketing as a brand awareness engine. Yeah, so this is also true about the influencer marketing. How influencer marketing acts as a brand awareness engine. Okay, the first one. The influencer marketing acts as the brand exposure. Okay, because it introduces brand to the new audience and increase frequency of brand encounters. Okay. What I can say here is that influencers they introduce brand to new and wider audience, and at the same time, frequent appearances across digital platforms increase consumers' encounters with the brand. Okay, for example, a beauty influencer, okay, marketer introduce a skincare brand to followers who have never heard of it before. So even though that is the first time they heard about the brand, that brand of the skincare brand, but because of the marketing, the influencer marketing figura that introduced the brand, so now they become exposed with the brand. Okay, so the second is that brand recognition. Okay, so the repeated exposure by influencer marketing actually will make the consumer not only just exposed to the brand, but now they recognize the brand. Okay, because repeated exposure improves the familiarity. Okay. And the next one is the brand recall. Okay, as mentioned here, storytelling makes brands easier to remember. Okay, so influencer storytelling helps consumers remember the brand. Okay, beyond simple products promotion, and furthermore, personal experience and narrative that they make. Okay, will make the brand messages more memorable. Okay, because not just text and then maybe the voice, but with the story they create, they will make the brand message more memorable. Okay, for example, an influencer sharing a personal before and after experience creates a stronger memory links. So when consumer face a purchase situation, the brand comes into their consideration. Okay. And the fourth is brand association. Okay, actually, influencers image, image, values, lifestyle, credibility, all those things can influence how consumers perceive a brand. So the positive influencer attributes may become associated with the brand, not just remember the brand, but with perception. When the influencer marketing show the product and relate it to their lifestyle, the consumer now not just remember the brand, but they remember it with some perception. Okay, how they perceive it, just as they perceive their influencer marketer. So, for example, a fitness influencer promoting a health product may create an association of the brand with the active lifestyle and how to become to become fit. Okay, throughout their life. Okay, next slide, please. Now we go to the process of building brand awareness through influencers. Okay, so the influencer start with influencer characteristic first. Okay, good influencer characteristic will boost credibility, plus authenticity and relatability. Then later it will go to the next stage. Okay, because with this credibility, authenticity and relatability, consumer then will get engaged because they start to building trust. With the trust, bit by bit, okay, they will get into the brand exposure, which later make them get into brand recognition. Okay, and when in the time they need certain products, they will recall. Okay, they will recall the brand that the influencer introduced. So let's say now, okay, when they are hungry, okay, and feel like to eat something, just like the one I give the example before, they want to eat instant noodle, so Indomie will come to their mind. Okay, so and of course, when they start purchasing, okay, this will lead to higher brand awareness. Okay, this is the process of building brand awareness through influencer. So this actually how important, how significant influencer marketer has shaped the consumer behavior within Z generation. Okay, to the next slide, please. Okay, next we go to how influencers increase brand recognition. Okay, so brand recognition actually happen when consumers can identify brand after seeing its visual cues experiencing the consumer experiencing repeated exposure. Okay, exposure after exposure. So influencers at this kind of situation will strengthen. Okay, embedding brand into familiar digital content, and this actually what always will stick to the mind of the consumer. Okay, so with the visual association, okay, the influencer marketing actually they create brand familiarity. Okay, so influencers help consumers recognize a brand by repeatedly showing visual elements such as maybe logo, especially logo packaging, and then product experience. They hold the products and brand style. Okay, how they relate the product to their lifestyles. Okay, so when consumers sees this, they will relate the logos, the packaging, the product appearances, and brand style they see with a specific brand. So that brand then will stick in their memory. And this also noted in consumer behavior theory. The more we see something, it will stick to our memory, and the more we remember it. And then content integration. Okay, Influencers increase brand recognition through their content integration because they make the brand part of their everyday life. Okay, instead of presenting brands as traditional advertisement, actually, influencers they integrate products into their daily lifestyles content when they make content. So the brand then look natural, okay, because they relate it to their life, so they will look natural and relevant to the consumers too. And if, let's say, the consumer will say that, oh, if the product relate or appropriate or suitable to the to that influencer, so why not me? So the consumer will say that the product also suit their life too. So especially when the influencer show the product as their routine, their daily, in their daily life, especially the skincare routine, or healthy diet routine. So when the influencer make the product as their routine, so the consumer, especially the Z generation, also will try to make this product as part to their life also. What I use in the day showed by influencer, or beauty tips or lifestyle video by influencer, these consumer also see it every day, so they tend to make it, okay, to their life also. So to make it their lifestyle too, as what has been shown by influencers. And then the next one is frequency effect. So repeated exposure increase familiarity. The more frequently consumers see the brand in meaningful context, the easier it becomes for them to recognize the brand. For example, I take a skincare example here. A skincare brand, Wardah or whatsoever, okay, that repeatedly appears in beauty creators' routine, may become more familiar to followers. Even if followers may not have purchased the product, they are more likely to recognize the brand first. So when later, okay, they encounter it during they scroll on the online platforms, so maybe the tendency to choose that the product is there. So it is how the influencers increase the brand recognition among the consumers, especially among the Z generation, or maybe the millennial generation. Okay, we go to the next slide, please. Okay, please bear with me. We have another, maybe another about 3 or 4, okay, slides more. Okay, so now how influencers strengthen brand recall. Okay, so just now we touched on brand recognition. Okay, so recognition, like, oh, I see this brand before. So that is recognition actually. But brand recall, when you recall the brand, okay, it is when he or she needs a product, okay, when the time it needs lah. But so the brand then comes into their mind. Okay, in other words, brand recalls refers to consumers' ability to retrieve the brand from memory when they think about the product category. Okay, so when like category food and beverage just now, when they feel hungry or feel having a snack, so they will recall, okay, Indomie. So actually influencers in this case can strengthen recall of the brand by creating memorable and meaningful brand experience. So how actually why Gen Z remembers brands promoted by influencers? First, influencers create story-based content, okay, because story-based content actually is easier to remember. Okay, influencers often communicate brands and messages through stories rather than direct advertisement. Okay, stories actually they create maybe sequence, emotion, and a context that make information easier for consumer to remember the flow. So this is a story-based content actually made by the influencers. So it is easier to remember by the consumer. Okay. Consumers here not only remember the brand, but the stories behind it. Yeah. Okay. For example, an influencer sharing their skincare journey from having skin problems to seeing improvements. So this can create stronger memory connection actually. Okay, so why Gen Z remembers brand promoted by influencers? Second is by personal experiences created by the influencers, because personal experience create emotional memory. Okay, why I say that? When influencers share personal experience, consumers may develop emotional connection with the brand. Emotional content is more to stay in the memory compared to the purely promotional messages. If you just read the advertisement, or you listen to the advertisement on the radio, maybe it's different. Yeah. So if it is done by the influencer, for example, an influencer explaining why product help their confidence, so it will make the brand more memorable among the customers. Yeah. Okay. Last one, the product. Okay, how influencers strengthen brand recall? Because the demonstration made by the influencer makes the product meaningful. Yeah. So product demonstrations help consumers understand what? Understand how a product works and how it fits into their daily life. Example of beauty creator showing a step-by-step makeup routine. Yeah. Okay, this helps followers remember the product and the product step-by-step usage. Okay, and uh, uh, they need it. Okay, they need it when they maybe they need the similar solution to their problems. Okay, so therefore actually influencers strengthen brand recall not only by repeating brand names, but by attaching the brand to stories, emotion, and real life experience. Okay, for Gen Z, these are true. Okay, why? Because Gen Z or millennials, okay, prefer content that relatable, authentic, which is genuine, and narrative driven, and not just advertisement like the traditional advertisement. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, we are almost done. Okay, so next slide is on influencer credibility and brand trust. Okay, actually, brand awareness is not only about being seen; it is about being trusted. Okay, if we just see the brand, okay, but we wrongly choose the influencer, maybe because of his or her background. Okay, there is a mistake there. Yeah, so actually influencer credibility depends on a few factors. Okay, for example, the first one, expertise. Expertise, which is perceived knowledge and competence. Followers are more likely to trust influencers who are perceived as knowledgeable in a specific area, especially in the about their product. They not just share the brand, but with info that they can educate the consumers. With the knowledge that they have, they seem to be an expert. Okay, because they can tell about the ingredients, they can tell about steps to step, what the procedures to use the product, not just to promote without knowing. So when the influencers can do that, it means the influencers are to be called, they are expert. Okay, they have the expertise. So their recommendation will be more trusted and believable. Okay, second is authenticity. Okay, what we mean here is that authenticity usually relates to genuinity and honest communication. So authenticity refers to perception that influencers' content reflects real, genuine opinions because they may promote the product in a very honest manner. Okay, because maybe they have used that, so they can tell the story honestly. Okay, they can give the real, genuine opinions and experience, rather than only paid promotion. Okay, so audience then will accept contents not as a created, but it is natural and real. Okay, the third one is similarity with followers, meaning how consumers see relatability. Okay, consumers tend to trust influencers who share similar lifestyles, okay, interests or values, because they feel more connected. They feel more connected. For example, they use the same product. Oh, he is just like me. Okay, having and undergone the same problem. Let's say skin problem. So now the influencer has promote the brand, and then maybe give some good comments or recommendation about the brand. So I may try that. Okay, so in this case, we say that influencer credibility has successfully created similarity with the followers. And the last one is transparency. Okay, transparency usually helps in building a trust. Disclosure of sponsorship, because usually influencer marketing, we can always relate to sponsorships lah, sponsorship. But disclosure of a sponsorship and honest communication actually can strengthen credibility. It's not wrong for the influencer to say that, okay, this is a sponsored program maybe, but what he or she conveys is something that is honest and true. So it can strengthen credibility because consumers perceive influencer as more responsible and trustworthy because he or she has telling the true and honest information. So it is different in the case that influencer is sponsored, and to say good about the brand, but she or he hide about the sponsorship. Okay, and when this happens, consumer will not trust the influencer anymore. And it is okay, actually, okay, let me repeat, it is okay actually for the influencer to be sponsored, but explain it honestly, okay, because consumer will understand, because we sometimes like other figures who do the advertisement, sometimes they get paid for that, but if they get paid, but they tell the true information, it will be more than good to the consumers. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, here are some challenges in building brands. Okay, brand awareness through influencer. Okay, some of the challenge. If we do the advertisement or if we do the promotion through marketing, through influencers marketing, maybe it will produce high visibility but low memorability, because sometimes we scroll TikTok or Instagram just to see it, just to see the figura with the product, but maybe it won't stop longer in our mind, and sometimes it can be a problem too when we choose the wrong influencer, the wrong influencer brand fit. If we want to advertise about the healthy diet, when we choose the wrong people, okay, which are not fit, and maybe he or she does not look fit or does not look good, and then audience distrust due to excessive sponsorships. Okay, but like I said before, sponsorship is not wrong, but when it is too much sponsorship, sometimes we might think, okay, the consumers might think that the influencer did the promotion just for the money. So this sometimes consumer becomes what they become also careful about this. And then viral content does not always create long-term awareness because sometimes it is trendy. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, they will go to the new TikTok come, and then the last figures, the previous figures, not in their mind anymore. Because actually TikTok nowadays, okay, for the same brand of product, okay, a few influencers will promote the brand. Okay, so one by one influencers come into our TikTok, and maybe the much more interesting one, and the much more familiar one with us, so we get stuck to that one, compared to the previous one who are not really familiar to us, maybe. Okay, next please. Okay, so strategy implications for brands awareness. Okay, so just like I mentioned before, sometimes nowadays, if you are if you go to TikTok every day, of course, Instagram or maybe Telegram or whatsoever, okay, the same the same product but promoted by different figures. Okay, so maybe or maybe the same kind of products but with different brand, so using different figures, the figures, so maybe our advertisement sometime not going to be liked by the consumers. So there are some strategies actually. Successful influencer marketing requires first choosing influencers aligned with brand identity. Okay, if we are promoting healthy health product for healthy diet, so make sure we choose the right figures, the right person. If we are promoting the skincare product, so of course the beautiful ladies will be chosen for the advertisement. And then second, creating authentic storytelling. Okay, because yes, we the consumers, okay, want to know more about the product, but we can tell the difference, okay, between authentic storytelling and just created storytelling. So the genuine or authentic storytelling will get more closer to the consumer actually. And the third one, focusing on long-term relationship. Okay, so make sure that when we use influencer marketer, so in the marketing TikTok itself, or whatever the social media that we use, we don't forget to build the relationship. And if we can make it a long-term relationship and not just short-term. And the last one, building communities, because from the marketing influencer marketing, it will go to more people, and these people then will lead to building the brand for the communities. And next, I hope this is the last one. Yes, conclusion. Okay, so of what I have said, okay. I don't know how many minutes has been my talk, but then let me conclude like this. Influencer marketing has transformed brand awareness from a one-way communication process into a social experience. And for Generation Z, just like what I said before, they do not only remember brands they see, but they remember brands they connect with. And how to connect with it is with the authentic and genuine storytelling that has been posted by the influencer marketer. So I think that gonna be the final slide and final sentence from me. Okay, so back to the moderator. Thank you very much.
So for your presentation with entitled The Influence of Influencer Marketing or Increasing Brand Awareness of Global Brands Among Gen Z. That's such a great topic. And I remember something about Example about instant noodles, Indomie, it's my favorite, and Maggi. I remember something about that. And when I go to Malaysia, I always buy that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for your excellent and insightful presentation. Now we will move to the Q&A session. And if anyone have any question or comments, please feel free to raise your hands, and or you can use the chat box. And maybe I just only open for 1 or 2 questions. Is it okay, Prof?
Or maybe we can just, if let's say we wait for 1 or 2 minutes, then there is no question. Maybe we can just leave the question at the end of the session later on.
Okay. If there is no one question, then I will ask for you. Can I? All right. About as a Gen Z, increasingly discover brands through the social media creators and online communities rather than traditional advertising. How should company can adapt their branding strategies to can remain and relevant in the future?
Okay, thank you, Lily, for your question. Okay, so yes, actually, yeah, the new generation, especially Gen Z and millennials, okay, they see the products, okay, through the advertisement, of course. Advertisement still relevant, but the methods, okay, the method chosen by the company may be different, because Gen Z and millennials, they no longer want to what to get stuck to their phone for one advertisement, maybe for 5 to 10 minutes, but they want the brief advertisement, but the brief advertisement that they know everything from the people, or the I can say the influencer lah, okay, that use the product, okay, because when the influencer or the consumer who use the product, okay, they post their advertisement or their video, their story in TikTok or Instagram, okay. So this tend to get the attention, okay, from the consumers, especially the Gen Z. We have to the company actually have to really understand that the traditional advertisement approach, okay, no longer 100% work, okay, but they have to move to what has been adapted by the new generation, okay, the new generation way of seeing how the product being advertised, okay. So TikTok is, I think, the most famous way of advertising the product nowadays, but how we use, or how we create the content and post in the TikTok, it also much more important, and not just storytelling, but also the person who create the storytelling, or the person who use the product also important. So it is the combination. The company has to use, of course, TikTok, but they have to know how to combine, okay, the message, the person who convey the message, and the overall content of the advertisement. Okay, I think that would be my answer for your question, Lily.
Okay, that's enough, Prof. Thank you so much. So we have one participant who raised his hands. Sir, please introduce yourself.
Yeah,
Sorry,
thank you.
I want two questions. Okay.
By one, please. Start from you, sir.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Let me do questions. First of all, my name is Muhammad Hisam. Thank you, Prof. Khatijah, for the wonderful presentation. It's very clear and structured. So my question is from the perspective of the business. So personally, I have a product that is digitally available in Play Store to sell. So I try to understand from the business perspective that how what tools that we can use, because you mentioned that in your presentation that we need to select a right influencer to promote our product. So is there any tools that can use by the business to select the correct influencer? Because as we know, there's so many new influencers currently, which we also confused to select which one is the correct one. So yeah, is there any kind of that just for us to refer? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Hisam. Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, it's very difficult to choose the influencer. Okay, for the big company, choosing the influencer maybe not going to be the big problem, because they will pay the popular figures to advertise their products. But for the small company or middle-sized company, okay, it is not necessarily that we get the popular artists, yeah, to advertise our product, yeah. But if we have the brand that we feel that the brand can make the sales, okay. Of course, that one is the first one lah, yeah. The brand is the very important. But we can choose the figures or persons that we are familiar or we know him or her, who are, of course, attractive in the appearance. Okay, of course, that one is important too. And then who are very eloquent in saying something, yeah, and with the nice personality. I think it doesn't mean that we have to use popular figures, eh? But if let's say you have your friends who are nice, eloquent, can do the what? Of course, can make sales lah. We can say that, yeah. Who can who is good in communication. So that one also can be good figures, okay, good personal, to be used in your advertisement, especially TikTok, Instagram, or whatsoever. Okay, Hisam, I think choosing the personal or figures, we have to know the product first, and we have to know who will do the advertisement for us. So for me, I would rather choose the persons that I know more about him or her, but I know that he or he got the criteria that I need. Yeah. So because we are not that a big company, maybe of course a big company, they can use popular artists, yeah. But if you can choose, okay, nice and beautiful ladies or handsome men, okay, with that eloquent and then very good communication skills, yeah. That one is more than enough. Okay, Hisam.
Yeah, thanks, Prof. Yeah, because I think meaning is a little bit involving a gut feeling, yeah, we can say. Because sometimes I'm wondering how to see this influencer, how is conversion rate? Maybe he's very popular, but maybe in terms of the conversion, it's not really good. So sometimes I'm wondering how to understand that. Yeah.
Because sometimes the person that TikTok, when we see TikTok, that person is not that familiar at all. Yeah? But once he or she posts his or her video on the TikTok, and then it gain so much followers, can so many followers. Why? Because maybe the person itself play the important role, the content that she or he creates, and then maybe the way they present the video. Okay, so maybe the creativity is there. Sometimes the combination is the best lah, Hisam. The combination, the figures, the persons that we hire, then the message and the overall content. Yeah, then the creativity that we use.
Okay,
Thank you
is
very
it
much, Professor.
clear?
Yeah, I think it's enough. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your question. And sorry, we're limited. So we can move to another questioner. So we will close. I'm sorry, Professor, we should close our session today. But before we close our session today, let us take a picture with you. So for all dear participants,
I want to like to ask.
okay, one question. Please introduce yourself, Miss.
Okay. My name is Yati Mulyati. Hello,
Hi,
Prof. Khatijah. How are you today?
yeah, I'm fine. Hope you are also more than fine. Okay.
Is influencer marketing a successful strategy for local brands like today? The viral phenomenon of the OBH, Chof Median Sachet, Zinga, performed by influencer Naikila Tensi on TikTok presents a very clever combination of Sonic's branding, audio marketing, influencer marketing, and user generation content UZ. My question is, will the strategy increase product sale of just boats, the branding OBH, charge a median success?
Again.
My question, will the strategy increases product sales or just boats, the branding of OBH, coach median success? Chof median success. Dengan apakah dengan branding yang naik, apa penjualannya juga naik karena sedang viral fenomena of the OBH combi sachets.
Okay, you mean when the brand is increasing, is it the sales also increasing? Is that?
Yeah. Wait, listen. For example,
Yeah. Yes,
from the participant, there is one song viral on TikTok, and that song is combining a brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brand. The brand is Sachet. It was a Coke medicine.
Oh, in Indonesia?
Medicine, yeah.
In Indonesia.
Yeah,
Okay.
combination.
Viral.
Yeah. Okay. Marketing, combination other marketing, influencer marketing, and user generation context.
Okay.
So, my only question, will the strategy increase product sales or just boost the branding of OBH charts cost media success?
So actually, each of the factors contribute. Okay, not just brand, but maybe the content. How the creator create the content, yeah, and then post in the TikTok also. Okay, but the brand, when the brand is already a familiar brand and a very famous brand, and it then promoted by influencer who are maybe quite influential also. So of course this will increase the sales also, and of course we cannot deny the power of viral. Okay, so maybe the viral when it becomes viral in the social media, it also has increased the brand awareness among the consumers, and this automatically will increase the sales also. Actually, this is the chain effect. The chain effect actually. The combination of several factors. Okay, that make the promotion successful. Okay, yeah.
Okay, is it about the question?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for our limited time, Professor Khatijah, so we have to close our session. But please, for all participants, please open your camera because we want to take a picture with Prof. Khatijah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. It's been a great honor to have you as our speakers. On behalf of the organizing committee and all participants, thank you once again for your valuable contribution. We wish you continued success and hope you have an opportunity to welcome you again in the future.
Most welcome.
We appreciate the time, Prof. Knowledge, expertise. Thank you once again. See you, Prof.
Thank you very much to all too. Okay, Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, now we move to our next speaker. It is a privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker. Our next speaker is Dr. Henry Herman, FAMSE. Dr. Henry Herman was born in Rumbai, Pekanbaru, Indonesia. He completed his diploma education in Bandung, earned both his bachelor and master degrees in management from Universitas Batam, Riau Island, and obtained his doctoral degree PhD in strategic management from Trisakti University, Jakarta. Dr. Henry previously served as a lecturer and dean of the Faculty of Economics and Business at Putra Batam University, and he has been serving as the head of Master Program Management at Ibnu Sina University. Throughout his academic career, he has authored more than 10 nationally published books in 2025. He received the Best Lecturer Award from the Faculty of Economics and Business at Ibnu Sina University. He also been awarded competitive research grant from the Indonesian Ministry of Higher Education in 2018 and 2019, service as both principal investigator and co-principal investigator. Prior joining to academia, Dr. Henry gained extensive professional experience working for multinational companies in the manufacturing, oil and gas, and shipbuilding industry with over 13 years. He has taught thousands of undergraduate, masters, and doctoral students. In addition, he has served as a visiting lecturer in master doctoral programs at a lot of universities. So Dr. Henry has also been invited as keynote and speaker and guest lecturer at several international universities, with title Influencer Marketing on Purchasing Decision. So dear participants, please give a warm welcome to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Henry Herman.
Hi, Lily.
Oh,
Yes, how are you? Yes.
I'm really good.
Yes, Lily, thank you very much because I know your health is not good well, and then you push to come to here to make our make the international webinar is very thanks, Lily.
It's such an honor for me.
Okay.
Okay, sir, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Khatijah. You're very extraordinary for your slide for today to give us for the good knowledge for our student also, and then for the student of Malaysia, University Malaysia Terengganu, and then student from the of our collaborate with together with the another university in Indonesia. Okay. As the moderator introduced already myself, so I don't want to introduce for myself again, so because you know it already. And then so I want to say the honorable of my college, Prof. Khatijah, and also the honorable of my college also from Thailand also, Prof. Sukri also, my college, Prof. Sukri also, my best friend also. And also the Honorable Prof. Imran from Bingol University, Turkey. So sorry, Imran, sorry, because I disturb you because I know you from your country is very early morning today, and then you wake up earlier also. Very thanks. So I very appreciate with you, Imran. Okay, right. That today is my theme of topic already. mention about your slide also, and then this is about the influencer marketing on the purchase decision. And then why I choose for the purchase decision, because this is very familiar in the TikTok, and then also the very familiar in the social media. That's why I want to make clear how the decision of purchase in our business for the student. Also the honorable of student of my beloved student from Magister Management of Ibnu Sina University. You are very support for the Magister of our management here. And also the honorable of our degree student from the accounting, also for the management, also very much thing to say about you. So I hope your success in together in the future. All right, this is on purchase in the decision. This is my slide. Want to slide in the Aman for my slide first. Okay, this is my slide for this moment, because I want to know. So because this my slide based of our research together with all of lecture in the world. That's why I want to explain to you why I want to choose for this my theme is today. The background is my research, the problem. What is background of research is problem, the rise of influencer marketing in the digital era also. This is because this period is very, very familiar in the celebrity also, for the how to promote for the product of the company to get the profit from the company, and for the literature review, and then for the research, for the methodology, and the finding analyze. What is finding analyze? This is I also explain also the analyze for the surprise result of statistic analyze. And then conclusion, the last for the my subject for the conclusion, also the implication. I want to explain by this my presentation today. And the next, this is what this background for, and research problem. Yeah, this is I want to explain to you what is background, what is research the problem. To mention for this moment for our webinar international for in the digital age, social media has transferred how the brands communicate with consumer. Like the influencer is very familiar in the world. So Indonesia also for the very, very familiar for the influencer from the artists also, for the how to make the price good, get the profit, a lot the profit for companies for the success for the in the future. And for the influencer marketing has emerged as key strategy for global brands to drive. This is I show you for the percentage for the global influencer marketing industry to 2023 and till 2026, around to make the consumption around 21 billion. This is very higher for the global influencer, the income for the company. And then for we have the 89% for the market say ROI from influencer marketing is good. And then the last for the 4.9 billion for the social media user worldwide. This is I give you information because this is very, very higher for the influencer. Yeah, they need a lot the influencer to promote the product of the company. Yeah, this research question is, how does influencer marketing social media platform influence to purchase decision of the consumer toward global and brand of product? Okay, this is for the next slide. This is after the background my research. This is literature of review. Yeah, this in the digital age. This is consumer adopt influencer recommendation when the receive then as usual to easy understand. yeah, to easy understand, social media lower barriers to purchase consideration. And then for the social for the relationship. Yeah, this is our relationship is very important. Like the friendly, we must be the, if you want to like entrepreneur, we must good the relationship also. And then the follower develop one side emotional bonds with the influencer, increase trust and perceived authorized of brand endorsement. As you know, what is endorsement? Yeah, every day, every week, and every month, always you hearing by your hair also for the endorse. Yeah, endorsements is very critical and very important. What is, you can also do it for the endorse. If you familiar, you good the product, and you can endorse what the of product. And then social influence theory is like the people are strongly influenced by opinion leader, influence and digital opinion leaders, and shaping attitude norm and brand perception. And then also we have the elaboration like board model and high involve consumer process influence content centrally like argument, while involve consumer really on a peripheral cost like attractiveness. Okay, like the next slide for the, like this is research methodology. Yeah, as I mentioned to previous, as I mentioned, because this is my presentation by literature, by research to make you understand what I mean. This is a research for design, like the quantitative, like the first the quantitative description of survey, and then how much the population also we make the population and share the population to us, and or we check for the 150 respondent for the purpose of our sampling. And then also we collect the data. This is independent variable. Yeah, this is, we have the independent variable, and also we have the dependent variable, because this why I put in here. So because this my student want to check for the like the want to proposal, right? So after the here you can make what this independent variable, what is dependent variable, because this is important for the future also for the make finish your student during your study in the magister management of International University. And then for the next my slide, this is, yeah, this is finding platform influencer expert. Yeah, this you, because this, what if this is Instagram is very high, what use the for the Instagram very high. For the promote, we have the by Facebook for the 21%, we have the from Twitter for 28%, and also the from YouTube, the for use for the influencer from YouTube, we have the 28, and then the more bigger from Instagram for the 51% from Instagram. As I know your student also, you have the all platform use among the respondent, you use the Facebook only, you use for the Twitter, and then you use the YouTube. Every day you see for the TikTok also, and then for the Instagram. Okay, right. This is my next slide for the finding impact on purchase decision. This is already I mentioned for the my slide for the purchase decision. We have the 73 for the person for the off respondent for the made purchase after saying influencer the content. This is very bigger for the 73%. And then we have the like the 4.3 for the content credibility in the most in influencer factor. And then we have the 61% for the prefer micro influencer for the authenticity and the relatability. Next for the my slides for the this is for the statistic. Yeah. So after we make the research, we have the statistic for the multi-purpose regression analysis results. We have the content credibility, we have the authenticity, and also we have the platform engagement and product relevant and flower counts. I not explain one by one because you already you already see in your slide in there. So this is multi regression analyze results. Next. Okay, this is I was just for the my conclusion for the implication. This is very important because this all of I mentioned start earlier for my presentation. This is we have the conclusion for the implication. This is like the content is credibility is number one. Yeah, brand must ensure influencer content genuine. Yeah, as the Prof Khatijah also the information just now the sis presentation, this is genuine. Ya, kalau di bahasa Indonesia itu asli, ya, genuine, ya, accurate, alike, and their brand value to maximize purchase conversion. And then also the my conclusion and for the platform matter like the Instagram and TikTok demonstrate the highest effectiveness for influencer marketing campaign. Target global brand consumer is very to make the get the good the profit from the company. They get a lot the money because this influencer to make the promotion for their product. And then for the my conclusion for the number 3 is the micro influencer outperform macro. This is this is very important. This is like the micro smaller niche influencer with high engagement rates have significantly greater impact on purchase intention and celebrity influencer. Jadi kalau kita berbahasa Indonesia, yang dimaksud ini adalah micro influencer ini lebih efektif, lebih menjanjikan ya daripada celebrity influencer. Jadi micro influencer ini is very important to make the get a lot profit for the micro influencer. And then for the like the authenticity brands trust, long-term partnership between brands and influencer generates deep consumer trust than one of paid promotion. Okay, and the next for the this is my recommended of after our research also the lecture of research for the about the for the promote of the product influence also this is recommendation like the for global brands the number 1 is the flop clear influencer for the select criteria prioritizing content quality, nature, relevance, and authentic audience and judgment over share follow number. And then for we have the number 2, the for marketer. This is invest in a long term micro influencer collaboration to create content strike that highlight product benefit and natural everyday context. And then is number 3 for future research. For the future research after this is finished my presentation. So I want to continue for the research. For the future research is for the about content. We have the Twitter, Facebook, and then we expand study across multiple countries and culture to examine whether influencer marketing effect differ across global consumer segment. Yeah, this is because this is the time from the moderator give me the time for the around 50 minutes only, 15 minutes. So maybe I not longer for the presentation. And then I already shared to my presentation with you. So if do you have any question, please, okay. Thank you very much for my presentation today. So I hope for the today you have good get knowledge for the of our all of our students for the present here. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for Dr. Henry Herman for your insightful and inspiring presentation. So we just open question and answer for
Okay.
one or two question. Okay, is it okay?
Okay, if we have the enough the time, so we have the question because this our keynote speaker from Thailand also we already promised around 11:10. So because he have the another agenda, that's why so I hope. So if we have the question for the one question is enough. So after that we continue for the next our keynote speaker.
Okay, thank you very much for insightful. We really appreciate the variable knowledge, expertise, and perspective that you have shared with us today. For your contribution has greatly enriched this seminar. We are truly grateful for your time and dedication. So, dear participant, please join me another round of applause for Dr. Henry Herman. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, now move to our next speaker. It is my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker who will share valuable insight today's topic. Allow me to introduce to you from Andaliman Anatolian Technology College, Professor Dr. Sukri Langputeh, PhD. Dr. Sukri Langputeh, also known as Su Kelly from Thailand. Dr. Sukri is the chairman of the Andaman Institute Maritime Technology in Satun, Thailand, and a highly respected scholar in the field of international relations. He currently serves as the deputy chairman of the Southern Thailand Higher Education Foundation and has previously held the position of deputy rector for international relations and alumni at Fatoni University. He also plays an important role in advancing maritime education and international collaboration through several educational institutions in Thailand. Professor Dr. Sukri earned his bachelor degrees with honors from International Islamic University Malaysia and complete his PhD in International Relations in Jinan University, China. In addition to his academic achievement, he is actively involved in various organizations and serves as the president of the Thai Muslim Intellectual Forum. His outstanding leadership has earned him international recognition and including world's most influential Muslim. Please join in giving a warm welcome to our speaker, Dr. Sukri Langputeh. Hello, Dr. Sukri, how are you? Sawadika. Are you joined with us? Professor Dr. Sukri, are you with us? Okay, maybe we will wait for a second for our next speaker. Dr. Sukri, are you with us? Turn on your mic, please. Okay, maybe while we waiting, I kindly reminding for all participants to complete the attendance form using the link is provided. Professor Dr. Sukri,
Yeah, good morning. I'm here.
Sawadika, Prof. How are you?
Swadikap. I'm sorry I'm quite late because I just finished my talk in the conference in Thailand.
Okay, without any further, Dr. Sukri, time is yours.
Okay, how many minutes is?
We have only 30 minutes.
30, half an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I will use only 29 minutes. Okay. Can you share my slides?
Okay, sure. Wait.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the management university, Nusina, and also I always would like to invite the rector and also the management of Nusina University to come to my small college in Thailand, because after 25 years I have been in university in Patani University as a deputy director for international affairs. Now I moved back to my hometown and established Andaman Anatolian Technology College. We focus on maritime education, maritime what do you call it, maritime technology. Then I have given today the task to talk about the impact of influenza on building customer loyalty towards global brand. We didn't have an hour, but try to discuss these kind of issues, and then we may have a discussion after this. I'm sure that most of the participants who are today having experiences in working on marketing of using influencer of the global market. So I just want to show you. Next slide, please. Can you go up to the next slide? Yeah. This is the scenario of the global influencer marketing landscape today. You can see that found 24 billion US dollars global market size today in 2024. You can see the influence of marketing, in 25 that will happen. And then you can see the projected market in 25. You can see 32.55 billion. This is the projected market that will happen. And then 86% of marketers using influencer marketing means that 86 means more than 50, means that the trend is there. And then I think it's the right time that the Ibn Sina University, especially this program, try to focus on this kind of global influencer marketing landscape that happened today. So you can see that 8 times higher return of investment as compared to a direct campaign. This is done by the study of marketing LTB in 25, showing that 8 times of the higher return on investment as compared to the direct campaigns. So you can see the graph in 2019. Okay. From 2019 to 2025, you can see the graph is going up from 7 to 10, 10 to 14 in 21, 22, 16. You can see, from 10, 7, 14, 15. But then if you go from 20, just 1 year, you can see move up from 16 to 21. See, from 20 in 23 is 21, but in 24 is already move up to 24. And then what's it is very interesting to see the landscape is going up very fast from in 24 just 20 billion. You can see 25 it goes up to 33 billions. This is the projected that's been raised. Okay, this go up, please. Next slide, please. Okay, now why this thing happen and how will it happen and how can we working up with this framework? So I come up with a theoretical framework. I'd like to say something about the parasocial relationship theory. The audiences develop one-sided emotional bond with influencers, creating trust comparable to personal relationship. When parasocial bond form, customers show reduced brand anxiety and increased trust towards influencer recommendations. So whatever the influencer is saying or talking about or showing or suggesting the product, so it will be, and socially easy to accept and connect. The second track is the source credibility model. The consumer evaluate influences on 3 dimensions: expertise, trustworthiness, and attractiveness. We call in short it ETA. So higher perceived credibility leads to greater message acceptance, a stronger engagement, and increased purchase intention. See, this is for source credibility model. The next one is brand loyalty framework. And so we're talking about brand loyalty. I come up with a framework, quoting the Oliver in 99, and also Frontiers of Communication in 25, saying that loyalty builds through a sequential pathway. The first is awareness to engagement to trust to preference to advocacy. The second, influencer marketing accelerate each stage through authentic content creation and community building within the target audience. Yeah, so this is how influencer marketing builds a customer. Yeah, we go to next slide, please. Yeah, so the next slide will deal with how influencer marketing builds customer loyalty. Just now we are talking about how to build a customer, and then from customer, that has been built, then we move up to create the loyalty that happened. I have here 5 pillars. We started 5 pillars that move from the first step to the 5th step. The first step deals with awareness. Influencer reach content discovery on digital platforms. The second step is the engagement. After having awareness, after having known about the product and all those kind of things, in the digital platform, then the customer will try to engage themselves. They will just push like, or they will try to write comments. Then they will share the parasocial bond formation. So this is important because once they just kalau tekan saja like itu sudah kira itu sudah mulai untuk engage, ya. Excuse me, I just want to show you that even though I am a Thai teaching in Thai University, but I'm also using bahasa in my area, in my place. So it means that the engagement in my area in Thailand Selatan ini kami kan ramai yang bisa berbahasa Melayu. Jadi apa saja yang di-engagekan itu, kalau kami yang bisa berbahasa Indonesia bahasa Melayu ini, kami tekan aja like, kami komen aja dalam bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Malaysia, dan kami bisa share ke teman-teman di Thailand yang bisa berbahasa Indonesia. Bayangkan if Indonesian Facebook fans or Facebook followers, how many million, then we add up in Thailand or in Malaysia. So this kind of thing, it is a parasocial bond has been formed already. So then after that, it moved to the 3rd step, that is trust, So source credibility, authenticity, and emotional connection. So it's already built up, step by step. Then after that, we go to the 4th step, that is brand association, perceived value, a repeat exposure. It means that it is going up. It's going up, and it's already become preference. It already become attachable after they have, they have been having awareness. They got engagement. Then they build up trust. Then now they already move up to the being preference. Then finally, after having these 4 steps, it usually happen the loyalty. So when they are becoming loyal, they will repeat purchase. The brand advocacy, and then there will be community memberships. That it is very important when we are talking about loyalty. It means at least for the marketing influencing discussion, we are talking about the repeat the purchase or not. They are becoming advocate of a brand or not, or are they coming up to be the members of our brand or not? Yeah, next please. Yeah. Then we go next slide. You can see that this is the key academic evidence showing that how the loyalty has been moving up. So I quote Sage in 24, written by Ahmad and Ghaffar. Social media influences, and shape brand loyalty through follower engagement and social attractiveness as key mediating variables. Influencers perceive attractiveness significantly amplifies loyalty customer for global brands. See, this is very interesting. I think you understand from the readings, not complicated. The second from International Journal of Consumer Studies in 25, I try to utilize the information or code, journals mostly 24, 25, And then this Relay Online Library, talking about virtual influencers promote customer engagement and brand loyalty on social media, both parasocial interactions theory and source credibility model explain the loyalty of mechanism for global brands. Okay, and then the next one is Journal Retailing and Consumer Service in 24, Science Direct, saying that on TikTok, influencer credibility, expertise plus trustworthiness predicts purchase intention. You see, consumer engagement fully mediate the credibility intention relationship and confirming likes to loyalties pathway. So it is, becoming the pathway from influencer credibility, showing the expertise, and then showing the trust or trustworthiness that finally will predict the purchase intention. We can see that, it influenced a lot. It had a lot of impacts on that. The last one from the Journal of Frontiers in Communication, 25, talking about systematic literature review, so, saying that a review of 41 peer-reviewed articles, both Scopus, Walls, and Springer from 15 to 24, confirmed that trust, authenticity, and engagement consistently mediate influencer marketing effects on consumer loyalty across multiple sectors. So it is, I think, enough for the audience and to see how, from the example I bring to you, to see that how it shows that this thing or this loyalty key performance has been going up from one stage to another. Okay, next one, please. Now we move to the page number 6 of my slides. You can see the global brand case study like Nike. I don't know in Indonesia what do you call it, but in Thailand we call it Nike. US influence marketing brand ranking, is number 1, in 24, just 2 years ago. So, like how, the influencer, especially if you look at the Nike posts, mostly, they are using the influencer marketing brand. Finally, they got rank 1 in 24. The second, you can see the 84,000 influencer mention generated in 24. See, and then 257 million, total engagement across all platforms. See, all platforms related to Nike, at least 257 million, and then 22,000 active creator community members. You can see how Nike finally become a global brand. A case study that we bring up today to see this kind of thing. So key influencer campaign and loyalty impact. You can see at 22. You can see Dream Crazy, ethnic mega influencers, emotional storytelling, drove global brand advocacy across 15 plus markets, reinforcing Nike purpose-driven brand identity. You can see that, a lot of famous athletes using Nike, showing how they use Nike, blah, 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 blah. So this is what happened in 2022. We call it Dream Crazy. Then in 2023, a feel for every you. See, even the word every you. Micro influencer strategy targeting niche communities build loyalty among Gen Z and women in sports through personalized authentic content. In 2024, Awaken Your Madness, TikTok creators and YouTube athlete influencers generated 257 million total engagement, create a community of 22,000 amplified organic reach. This is one of the case study that I would like to show you how the influencing mechanism that has been using by Nike. Next, please. Okay, now I'd like to show you the platform strategies for customer loyalty building. You can see that TikTok 69%, Instagram 47%, YouTube 33%, Facebook 28%, and others 23%. See how TikTok's in 24 use short form authentic content with high engagement rates, preferred by Gen Z, consume fastest path from discovery to brand loyalty for global brands. And Instagram 47 of brand in 24 stories. Use increase 60s in 24 reels. Drive parasocial bond strong for fashions, beauty, and lifestyles of global brands, building emotional loyalty. And finally, YouTube. 30% of brand in 24 long-term reviews. Build deep expertise, base trust, best for technology, automotive, and B2B brands where credibility signaling underpins loyalty. Yeah, this is you can see the strategies that finally bring the building of customer loyalty. Next, please. Yeah, the next page is the influencer type and their impact on brand loyalty. You see, and the influencer type, you see that here. See the followers 10,000. The average engagement rate is 7 to 10%, and loyalty strength is very high. Okay, and best for global brands, say local entry and hyper niche communities. See, local entry is very important, and also gives a very big impact. So if we go to the micro, means that from 10K to 100K, the followers you will be able to get 10K to 100K. Then your average engagement is 4 to 6. And then the loyalty strength is high. Niche community building and sustain loyalty. Okay. Then we go up to micro. Then we go to micro. You can see 100K to 1M, but bigger, 100K to 1M. But the average engagement rate is low. It's a 2 to 3. Means that the loyalty strength is moderate. Brand awareness, reach mid funnel loyalty, and the last one is mega and celebrity 1 million, 1M. Okay, the influencer type, reach up to 1 million followers, but the engagement average rate is minus one, is just 1, and then the loyalty strength is just lower than mass visibility, prestige, and brand recognition. So in this case, you see the last word, brand recognition. So when we go up to the bigger followers, sometimes we don't have very high and effective influencing strategy, or even loyalty. But what we want to do is for the brand recognition is the massive visibility. So the intention or the purpose or the objective is different. Okay, if we have a nano group, get very high loyalty. Then we go to the very mass group, 1 million. And we have a lower loyalty strength. Okay, next, please. Okay, then we can see the challenges in sustaining customer loyalty through influencer marketing. See, the number one is authenticity erosion. I read that excessive sponsored content reduces perceived authenticity. Consumer increasing detect paid promotions, weakening parasocial trust and reducing loyalty impact over time. You see, you can read, you can get the information from the organizer. So that's my source of 25 of 10 for 10 online. You can see that. The second, brand influencer misalignment. The value of misalignment, scandals, or inconsistent message can repeatedly harm brand loyalty. Our credibility breach can reverse years of trust building with local audiences. This is also very important for us to understand the brand influencer misalignments. Okay, then we go up to the number 3, the platform algorithm, volatility. In this case, sudden algorithm changes on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube disrupt content reach and engagement consistency. Okay, and requiring continuous strategic adoption. Okay, you can see that in the 2026, in the influencer marketing statistic, you can see this kind of things happen. Platform algorithm volatility. And then the last one is the measurement and the attributions gap. Attributing long-term loyalty outcomes to influence campaign remain complex. Most metrics capture short-term engagement rather than sustained behavioral loyalty. So this is a quote, the Frontiers in Communication, published in 25 as one of the example. Okay, next please. And then, okay, now we move up to more advancements of what do you call it? Artificial intelligence come, see? Then future directions and strategic recommendation from me to discuss here. In short, I would say that AI-powered influencer matching. Algorithm tools pair brand with optimal influence based on audience fit, brand values alignment and predicted loyal ROI. It's an investment, reducing guesswork. So this is we call it AI-powered influencer marketing. The second, we call it virtual influencers. CGI influencing eliminate human inconsistent reach while maintaining parasocial bond, growing tool of consistent global brand loyalty management. Okay, this is a virtual influencers also plays the role. That's why you have to strategize. This is the recommendation that we think that we have to strategize this kind of influencers as well. The next one is user generated content and the UGC. Now, this shifting from paid influencers toward brand community advocates and UGC creators for authentic, cost-effective loyalty content that scales organically. We look at the organic content that finally push into user-generated contents. Okay. Then the next one is ETA, ethical transparent marketing. This is important because the growing regulatory requirement for sponsorship. I just have to say that in the future, a lot of ethical standards that has been imposed in order to keep the ethical values that happen in the marketing. This is also important, and you can read more in the article that I mentioned in 25. And then the last one is LTW, CLT, focus, measurement. Brands must shift KPIs from engagement refers to customer lifetime value. When we are talking about lifetime value, this to measure loyalty-oriented impact, which must be finally developed into lifetime values. Not only, today I like this one, and then tomorrow I forget it. I don't want to do anymore, or I don't want to get engagement anymore with this product. So LTV is very important because you are going up to come up with a long or lifetime oriented impact. Okay, next one is my conclusion. Okay, this is the last one. In fact, in conclusion, I would like to say that firstly, influencer marketing is a US dollar 32.55 billion industry in 25. Okay, and a proven drive for customer loyalty to global brands in the digital era. Okay, this is one. The second, trust, engagement, and authenticity are the core mediators leaking influencer content to sustain brand loyalty, confirmed across multiple peer-reviewed studies. Okay, this is I quote, Ahmad in 24. Okay, 3, Nike's result as our case study, the first #1 brand ranking, and then with a 257 million engagement, with a 22,000 creator community, and demonstrate that strategic influencer ecosystem build a measurable, scalable loyalty. Okay. Next, micro and nano influencers deliver stronger loyalty outcomes than mega celebrities due to higher engagement, okay, rates, stronger parasocial bonds, and greater perceived authenticity. So we can see that sometimes small group have more impacts, bigger groups has more, less impact, but more people know about the products. Last one, future loyalty strategies must integrate AI-powered matching, ethical disclosure practices, virtual influences, and CLTV, focusing on lifetime value, focus measurement for long-term sustainability. So I'd like to conclude here, and thank you very much, Madam Moderator, for your kind moderating my session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sukri, for your excellent presentation about the impact of influencer marketing on building customer loyalty toward global brands. Now we will move to Q&A session, and once again, I only open for 1 or 2 questions for all participants who want to ask. Please raise your hands and introduce yourself.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I want to have a question.
Introduce
Can you hear me?
yourself.
Yeah. I'm Saverio Seda.
All right.
Yeah. I would like to ask to Professor.
Your camera first.
Can you hear me?
Please turn on your camera.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, can we see now? Visible already?
Yes, we can see you.
Yeah. Thank you. I would like to ask Mr. Professor, slide 3 presents 3 foundations theories of parasocial relationship theory, source credibility model, and brand loyalty framework. My question is, how do these 3 theories interact dynamically in practice? For instance, does a strong parasocial bond compensate for lower perceived expertise? Or does credibility remain the non-negotiable foundation upon which parasocial relationship must be built for loyalty to actually form? That's all. That's my question.
Okay, to Professor Dr. Sukri, or you can hear clearly the question? Professor Dr. Sukri? Keluar. Oh, I think there is a little problem to our speaker. We can wait for a minute.
It's okay. It's okay.
Now out there. So we just wait another minute. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. There is a trouble in our speaker's laptop. So I think your question can ask for later? I'm sorry. Oh, there is.
Oh.
Hello, Professor
Thank you.
Dr. I'm sorry, maybe there's problem on your
I'm
laptop.
sorry because my computer, my laptop is overheat now, so it can stop anytime. And then just now it stopped already, so I just put it.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in case that you cannot get me, please leave the question to the organizer. So let Pak Henry or Pak Trimiti give me the message, so I can just reply on the message. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, it's okay, Prof. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. So we have to keep your question for later, and we have to close our session today. For Professor Dr. Sukri, thank you so much for your participation today. I hope your presentation can inspiring all participants out there.
Thank you very much.
Once again,
welcome to Thailand to all participants. Okay, and then I will have MOU soon with Ibn Sina, so we can work closely, inshallah, in the future. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye bye.
See you, Prof.
Bye bye.
Okay, now our next speaker. We move to our next speaker. Our next speaker is from beautiful country, city far from Indonesia. It is my great honor to introduce our speaker, Professor Dr. Imran Aslan from Bingöl University, Turkey. Professor Aslan is an expert in healthcare management, occupational health and safety, organizational behavior, and mental well-being. Throughout his academic career, he has lived and participated in numerous international research projects, published extensively in high-impact international journals, and authored several scientific books and book chapters. He has been invited as a keynote speaker at many international conferences and has collaborated with universities and research across Europe and Asia through various academic exchange programs. His outstanding contributions have also earned him multiple academic excellence and research awards. Today, we are delighted to have him share his valuable insight with us. Please join with us giving a warm welcome to Professor Dr. Imran Aslan. Hello, Prof. How are you? I'm sorry. Hello, Prof.
So good morning. Sorry. I tried to open the sound. Good
Okay,
morning
hello.
from Turkey.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Good morning from Turkey, and thank you very much I want to thank Henry for inviting me to this online seminar, and also thank you Professor Katya, Professor Shukra, and other attenders to this seminar. I will present the influencer credibility in building consumer trust in global brands on social media platforms. So we have already talked about the purchasing intention. We have talked about the loyalty, and Professor Katya give the factors affecting this credibility and this purchase intentions in general. So I will try to focus mostly on the trust, how to make the trust on the global brands. As we already learned that from the previous presentation that the micro marketing is very important over social media, and we learned from Dr. Henry factor affecting the purchase intentions, and we have already seen that trust is one of the important factor affecting the purchase intentions. So in this one, the people, the consumers slowly try to change their habits, and they rely on social media influencers. And the important things how to trust these social media influencers, because the thing is that there I will mention in the next slides the factors affecting their marketing and this is the corporate try to solve that one, and they try to use these influencers as a to create a brand and to make a connection with the consumers by this one. And this is the not just about the corporate reputations, but try to make the connection. So the connection is to create a trust to affect the consumers buy their products, and that's why they try to make they try to use these influencers to gain the trust, because as already said, the global brands, they try to use mega marketing strategies, but they are not effective anymore. So have to transfer to the trust to buy their products, and this is the role of that's why the influencers they try to make content authentic, homophility, the same connection that positively impact followers relationship, and they increase their purchase intentions and improve the credibility of the brand, because when they increase the credibility, that means there will be more purchase intention. So as we said that the from the previous literature, influence marketing positively affect consumer trust in brand content, social media. So the what is here is important, informative content, giving information about the product or the brand, influence trustworthiness, because this is very important in the social media, because you cannot, there are a lot of influencers, but how we can trust them, because we can consider whether they take any support from the brand owner, or they get any other kind of incentives to persuade the consumer, attractiveness and similarity of followers. So the strongest credibility dimension is the trustworthiness and the expertise of the influencers. Attractiveness is also helps, but to create trust. But as I told you, trust is trust in the influencers, and expertise of influencers is important in this situation. From the previous literature we have already seen, and in this one, so the expertise and the trust and attractiveness, how to the knowledge of the influencers and competency. That means if the influencers is more knowledgeable about this brand, maybe some person have a long history with this brand or this product, and how we the honesty of this influence, because of if they have a some of bias, I mean incentives, or they have connection with this brand, it create the problem. And how to attractiveness, warmth, social alignment, relatability is also important. So in these situations, the triangle ethics and credibility, as already mentioned, the tone, the trustworthiness of the authority, and of course the statistics, also the logic why they buy this one, and the emotion, the impact, because the consumers sometimes they like to see what the influence, if they have an emotional connection, if they like him, they try to be like him or buy the products. If they have a some strong connection, it is effective on the purchase intention in this kind of situation. So how to transfer the trust? So the authenticity, I mean, being special, genius in content creations, reduce this skepticism, and the alignment between influencer, brand, and the consumer values should respect each other, should be in coordination, and the endorsement as to validate brand quality and reliability. So the social media proof is very important actually. If you buy something from the social media, what you look the comments, right? Or you look at some social media platforms, or some the web page, they give some numbers like 4 or 5 is the probability, or some scaling quantitative values given by the consumer, or the so it is very effective. It affect the the purchase intention. As already I was in Australia, and when I tried to find a place, I looked this consumer or the previous consumer comments and the points. So if they have a high point and if there is a good consumer writings comments about this brands or the things that will be bought or will, then they are ready to pay more. This is very important. So the social media is effective that the consumer, they want to pay more if they have a higher grade and have a better consumer because they get trust from this consumer comments and the high grade. So the trust is very important. And so this they said that from 10,000 consumer and with the interviews, the 92% of consumers they trust the influencer recommendation than the advertisement, traditional advertisement. So and it increased 24% increased the in brand credibility, and they get about 37% purchase to when they compare to the traditional advertisement. So this extensive research showed recently done showed that the social media or influencers marketing is very important when they compare to all previous TV or video marketing or traditional way of using the brochure and this kind of things. So this is the how to transfer the trust to the brand and the consumers. So that means at the end when they have a relationship and follow, then the transparency in this situation is important, authenticity and conversations. So the things should be beneficial for the customers also is very important. And then it increase the credibility and attract the more customers. This is how to convert to trust to the consumers. So here is the should be careful that over commercializations can cause to trust erosion. Should be careful and transparency because undisclosed sponsorship because some influencers are supported by money or other hidden supports that to create the brand. But in this situation, this unknown sponsorship is important because sometimes the customers have the right to know it, but they don't show it actually easily. Maybe they don't want to show it. And the authentic storytelling must balance promotional goals with personal narratives. Now we have a lot of in social media fake accounts, or we say that accounts money given, and I also I use social media very effectively daily. When I see there are a lot of let's say customer or fake accounts or money supported followers, they load a lot of comments. So this is also very important. Or they try to spread authentic storytelling. So this is one of the dangers in the social media, as it's a global problem at that moment. But it happened that the consumer try to be careful about that one. So the risk is loss of perceived independence, is inconsistencies, brand endorsement, and audience perception of sell out behaviors. Also risk in this situation about the authenticity. So the influence credibility, as said, as a part of trust is very important, and have to have to trust and influence the credibility is important in this situation, so that they wanted to buy, and in this situation, expertise and authoritative content rise to the confidence relationship that affect the credibility and the broad outcomes. Maybe that had how to make the bonding with the brands authentically, as I saw it, the strength, the trust, and the brand trust more constantly, and then the attractiveness and as I mentioned, over commercial orientations can cause lower trust in the brands. So the things from the research literature, undisclosed ads has negative impact, inconsistency. So they say something, but something other happen, or reputation scandal, influencer fraud, and fake followers. As I know, is very, from my opinion, is critical negative, because many people are aware there are a lot of fake followers, and the influencers, they get support or monetary or financial support from the brands if they are over endorsement, and commercial saturations is also negative on the trust, and trust impact on the brand. Inauthenticity and personal mismatch. Sometimes the influencers selected don't match with the brand, and the influence brand, I mean, if they get the kind of connection, or they have some connection with the brand, or other support, kind of, is also negative on the brand. So trust is, as I told you, is very important, and consumers are now, they don't trust the traditional one, but they try to cover that one by social media influencers, and as we all use the social media very much. So they check the recommendation. I mean, they don't trust what is on the video, what is they are saying, what is they write, but they try to go to the more objective one. I mean, the consumer who use this product, who use this brand, or who get that service, and they try to brand centric messaging, that the consumer becomes more skeptic, and to get the trust, they get the brand specific comments, and the expertise is important. So as I told you, the knowledge of the influencers is very important to improve the credibility, and the honesty, unbiased, and being transparent in this situation is also improve, and the similarity. I mean, does the audience feel a sense of similarity or aspiration toward the influencers also attract, in the end? So the key formula is here. Sorry. Expertise and trust to winners will improve the trust in this situation from the influencer side, and the credibility is not enough just to improve to make the trust in the brands, but at the end, as I told you, it affect the intention. So the promises given is important in these situations. For example, if they buy a product, and if they say it's very good, beneficial for the skincare, at the end it should be. Otherwise, it will be short-term benefits of the brands, and then the brand will gone. So the emotional bonds, with the influencers transferring sometimes, if you have the person from the same religion, from the same ethnicity, or the same type of life, because the influencers start to use this kind of things very much. So it is the connection, the relationship between the followers and the consumer is important, as I told you, and the brand makers, or the owner of this brand, they know that one. Have to, for example, as the people in Turkey, they are religious, or in Indonesia, maybe they will try to select a religious influence to affect the consumers. So sometimes this is the things that need to be considered, and the moving away from script to live it experience is very important. So to connect the storytelling with real one sometimes is also affect the increase the level of trust in the customer. So the global brand challenge is the using local influencers. As I told you, they start to use before from the global one, they try to use the local one, because the global marketing on social media is not very effective, and the cultural be relevant. So credibility is content dependent. What works in one country may not in another one. So they focus. They know that one they need to work more locally. And as you shade the credibility. So have to make the improve the credibility, have to improve the trust as raw, what is real, what is real on the social media. So these things are important as it is happen on the TikTok, LinkedIn, and the things. So the strategy is should be have to create the trust, need long-term relationship, and the influence creative control as improve the authenticity on the trust on the and the on the brand, and the guidelines to be transparent, and that means full disclosure is necessary to improve the trust for this kind of brand improvement. And the thing is that how to be measured, because we don't know whether the influencers they improve the trust. So the we can learn from the engagement rate, and the other one is monitoring the comments. As I told you, I use mostly the comments and this engagement. I cannot that much control that one, but I can if they are transparent comments, or also sometimes we need to check the other web page, not the brand web page or the influence web page. Sometimes we can check the comments from the different, maybe a competitive one, and the as we said return. They use some code sometimes. If from the web page of influencers they give a code and they use this code to buy something, so you can the brand owner can understand that this marketing of influencers is beneficial. And so these things, as I told you, over commercialization is a problem, should be and the brands must have a clear, so shouldn't be vetting process to avoid negative associations. And deep fakes and bots is we should be know and how they use it. And the brand owner and influencers should use this kind of things and know them effectively. So the future is, again, I told you in the Professor Sukra told that the micro, and the artificial intelligence is also is coming. So the artificial the most things are now generated by artificial intelligence, and they try to improve the credibility. And they will be they will be more because the artificial intelligence is more clever, is a clever way and cheap way to affect the consumers, and mesh their values and make the research about the consumer needs. And though the future probably will be artificial intelligence and micro level to improve the trust credibility, and at the end improve as a technology acceptance model mentioned by the Dr. Henry Herman. So the aim actually here is to force the or to affect the consumer to buy more from this brand. So and this they know it. And the globalization is a part of this social media. And sometimes I mean the same culture or close culture, they do this kind of commercial because there are a lot of global brands, especially from the developed countries, and they use also social media, and they try to improve the credibility, like how to I know the Coca-Cola brand in Turkey. They try to use the social media, and especially because the people, in Ramadan, they are it's expected that they use more cola, but they try to do more advertisement over social and local media and the normal traditional media, by putting cola with Ramadan and together, and affect their purchase intention and improve the trust. Says, okay, cola is beneficial in Ramadan. You can drink, and it will be something make you more satisfied, or make more happy by using this cola. So the future is like that one. How to use the improve the trust is consistent branding is important to the message. Having shared customer reviews, as I told you, helpful content, because the consumer will buy for start, but when they say it's not beneficial, they will not. Data protection, because a lot of information on social media or internet, and so the data protection is important to trust. And sometimes the consumer, they give a lot of information, their name, their identity, and this important for the improving the trust. Personalized experience. So as I told you, the artificial intelligence slowly is going in this one, and they try to use the data from the customer or the other similar customer or the different customers, and they try to use the personalized experience to affect the customers to buy, to have a more trust in this brand. And at the end, and the clear communication. Sometimes, the TikTok you already they showed that the Instagram and TikTok are the most effective two ways of transferring trust to the customer and improve the purchase intention. So this, because they use the video, the customer can see the face, they can see their videos, they can see their photos, and that it make more clear communication. So it improve the trust in the digital marketing. As I told you, the most important factors I found, the future is artificial intelligence, authenticity will come, radical, especially the blockchain and the new disclosure standards, especially for the security and privacy, is important. But it can be more costly. But the blockchain is safe and more radical, transparent, and micro influencers focus that the affect the customers is the future trends that will be focused, as we saw from the previous literacy. Also, this is important for the and for the brand, and improve the brand attachment. So the consumer often use the influence as a heuristic for judging whether a brand is believable or not, because that at the end will improve trust and affect the purchase intentions. Credibility is very important. If you lose the credibility as a person or as a brand, it can cause a lot of problems. Trustworthiness is the most important factor in the brand making, and the recommendations also important in this situation. Attractiveness also, and especially the attractiveness in the fashion and beauty industry is important. So making trust is not easy. I mean, the people, they don't trust the brand. It takes years. It takes, but it can be lost more quickly. As you saw, it trust is built in drops, but and lost in buckets. So losing is more easy as before, because in any mismatch brand or something scandal or some video about a brand will destroy the whole trust, will destroy the whole image in social media, because this spread very quickly now. So this is the key point. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I can take the questions. Hello, Andre.
Okay, thank you very much for your sharing, Prof. Now we will move to the Q&A session. But before we go to our question,
Terima
I
kasih.
would like to ask something for you, Prof. This is your second time join with us in this webinar, am I right?
I think, I don't know if Henry knows, maybe second or more.
Okay. How you feel about being a speaker and join this program?
Thank you very much. I like it. For me, very beneficial, and happiness for attending this kind of seminars.
And then how you feel about being a speaker in this program?
Feel good. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Imran, you also the lecturer in the class of online for the semester 2 about the statistic. What do you think during your study in the class?
What do you mean, Henry?
So, Karen, you also the lecturer in the class, right? For statistic, right? So,
Yeah.
how do you feel during your teacher in the class for the statistic?
The statistic is my field, and this is our job to teach. So I'm happy to have this kind of valuable students. They are really from different industries, and actually I like it very much. We are still our class continue. From my side is very positive, Henry.
Okay, so maybe we have the question maybe from your student also, maybe for the student for the Malaysia also, maybe the student for our magister. Okay, please asking.
Question.
Yes, okay.
Please
Yeah.
introduce yourself. Okay, sir. Yes, please. Open your mic first. Okay, please introduce yourself, sir.
All right. Your question is addressing me? Hello?
Yes, hear you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I would like to ask a question. Mr. Professor, do you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Severius.
Okay. In the slide 14, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned that radical transparency, radical transparency with blockchain and new disclosure standards.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. How realistic is blockchain-based disclosure in practice? For a typical consumer on TikTok, would they even understand or care about blockchain verification of disclosure? Or is this more about providing brands and regulators with a reliable audit trail rather than building consumer trust directly? In other words, is blockchain transparency a B2B trust solution rather than a B2C one?
So the blockchain, actually, if the customer knows more about the blockchain, because in the blockchain you can see every kind of change, but many people they don't know the blockchain. But blockchain, if they are familiar, they have more knowledge. I cannot say it's very that many people, even some of they haven't heard the name of blockchain. But blockchain, if something happened on the things, you can see well who did one, when did one, and it will improve the trust. Because the social media is very have to say a deep area, and we saw the fake followers, because there are a lot of fake followers, and then we cannot see them anymore, but they already put thousands of comments. I had in the one hospital, they try to they have this kind of bad comments from somewhere, but they cannot find them, and they cannot delete them because they already put this comment on the Google form, and they cannot see who is this person because they want to answer, but they don't know who put these comments and it affects the customer because, as you told them, for people to gain the trust, they look at in the Google and they get the comments from and the transparent or maybe and the independent source to go to hospital or to buy something. In this situation, blockchain will improve the trust because the owner or the other can see who write that one, when it is written, and how to answer this one, right? Is enough serious for you?
Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Professor.
Thank you so much.
But if you want to ask more, you can send me by mail, Severius.
All right.
Because you like
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
scientific way, the scientific way. Sometimes I cannot answer your question or answer you expected in a short time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me.
But I like
connect with you in other.
I like that you are listening very carefully and you are interested in learning new things because I checked, I followed the other questions. Okay, any other
Right.
question?
I think that's enough for the time being.
Okay, the other.
Thank you for letting me.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, maybe I would like to listen a question from another campus, another university, if there's any.
Okay.
Okay, we have Sapirius Seda. Please open your camera.
Barusan Sapirius. Yang lain. Barusan Sapirius.
So
Just now I have
For another questioner.
Another one. Severus, put your
Done.
hand down.
Yeah, I have raised a question. Maybe my friends.
I saw another one. They put raised the hands, but now lost. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Dihinda Pramulya.
Okay, open your mic, Miss.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam.
wabarakatuh. Good morning. Good morning, Prof.
Good morning.
Okay,
Dinda.
let me introduce myself. My name is Adinda Pramulya. I am master student at management Ibnu Sina University. I have a question about niche micro influencer.
Yes.
Most they use storytelling. Storytelling is how to the influencer attract the consumer by overrated communication. My question: how consumer differentiated between authentic influencer storytelling and personal gain in this era of AI and digital content? Is influencer storytelling still an effective marketing strategy?
Yes, very much. As
Okay.
you showed in the literature, it's very important affecting but the other side at the end is sometimes expensive because you need a lot of influencers. In Batam, for example, they can find the one influencers. And they give specific information or personal connection with the followers. But this situation, they have to spend more money for this. But for sure, it improves the trust and improves the purchase intention at the end from the previous literatures with the numerical values. Is enough for you, Adhianda?
Okay.
But how much is effective? Maybe we need more deep research. How much or is it worth to hire some local or specific influencers for a brand? Maybe more research can be done by the brand owner or maybe by universities.
Okay. Okay.
So much for the
Okay,
question.
now thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, remembering our limited time and considering our time. So I will close our session with Professor Imran Aslan. Thank you so much for your time. Maybe we take a picture first for all participants. Please open your camera. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for your sharing with us today. Thank you once again and see you.
Thank you. You are welcome.
As we come to the end of today's seminar, let us take a moment to reflect on the key insight shared by our speakers. Each presentation has offered valuable perspective and meaningful contribution. Understanding of the theme of this seminar, allow me to provide a brief recap of the main highlight from each speaker before we officially conclude the session. First, from Professor Dr. Khatijah Omar, University Malaysia Terengganu, influencer marketing has significantly transformed the way brands build awareness in the digital era, especially among Gen Z. Rather than relying solely on traditional advertising, consumers now discover and engage with brand through social media creators, online communities, and authentic digital interactions. Influencers serve a bridge between brands and consumers, making a brand message more relate and memorable engage. The study concludes that influencer marketing is not only effective in increasing brand visibility, but also in strengthening brand recall, and consumer engagement. For Gen Z, successful brands are not simply those are seen frequently, but those that create meaningful connection and social experience. Therefore, brands should focus on their authentic influencer partnership, relevant content, and community engagement strategy to enhance long-term brand awareness. And from Dr. Henry Herman, this concludes that the study concludes that content credibility is the most influential factor in driving consumer purchase intention through influencer marketing. In addition, micro-influencer stand out of perform macro influence because they generate higher engagement and stronger connection with their audience. The finding also highlight that choosing the right platform, particularly Instagram and TikTok, it plays significant role in a campaign effectiveness. Furthermore, authenticity and long-term collaboration between brands and influencers can building consumer trust and strengthen brand image. Therefore, companies should prioritize content quality, audience relevance, and genuine influencer partnership rather than focusing solely on follower counts. This strategy can improve marketing performance and enhance consumer purchasing decision. And from Professor Dr. Sukri Langpute, PhD, Andaman Anatolian Technology College, Thailand, influencer marketing has become one of the most effective strategies for building consumer loyalty in digital era. The finding of this study show that trust, engagement, and authenticity are the main factor that influence consumer perception, and when influence content is perceived as credible and relevant, it can significantly and purposely intention. In addition, micro and nano influence tend to generate stronger and loyalty outcomes that celebrity influence because they often maintain closer connection with their audience and achieve higher engagement rates. The success of brands such as Nike further demonstrate that a well-managed influence ecosystem and can create measurable and sustainable loyalty. Therefore, companies should prioritize authentic collaboration, ethical marketing practice, and data-driven strategies to maximize the long-term value of influencer marketing. And the last one from Professor Dr. Imran Aslan. Influencer credibility plays a critical role in building consumer trust toward brands on a social media platform. The finding indicate that trust is strongly influenced by an influencer expertise, authenticity, transparency, and consistent. Consumers are more likely to trust recommendation from influencers who are perceived as credible and genuine rather than those who promote products solely for commercial purpose. Furthermore, in increased competitive digital environment, credibility has become one of the most valuable assets for both influencer and brands. Trust is developed gradually through honest communication and meaningful interaction, but it can be lost quickly when credibility is compromised. Therefore, a brand should prioritize partnership with trustworthy influence and maintain lasting consumer trust and strengthen brand reputation. Dear participants, now we have come to the end of today's seminar. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all of distinguished speakers for sharing for their valuable knowledge, insight, experiences with us. We also extend our heartfelt appreciation to all participants for all your active and thoughtful engagement throughout the seminar. Maybe Dr. Hadley, there is any something that you want to share with us?
Okay, right. Thank you, really. Okay, for the last, I would like to thank you for the open speech from our Vice Governor, and I would like to thank you to our rector, and I would like to thank you to our dean. Thank you very much for attend for our speak and the support for our agenda for our Wina International. And then, so for the last, I would like to thank you for our beloved my student from Magister Management. So I hope you get knowledge for the future, get for the career. So I hope you success in the future. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, before we end our session, let us take a picture.
Okay.
Please, for all participants, open your camera and we take a picture. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. Because our MC having another activity, let me handle for this closing for this international webinar. And finally, we are at the end of the event, sir. I would like to thanks to all the participants, in particular, our deepest gratitude, appreciation to keynote, to speakers and committee. And don't forget, all committee in charge apologizing if professionally for all the mistake during this event. So I'm Aprilia Puspitasari. I would like to share a pantun first.
Okay.
Memetik anggur di kebun sendiri, ditemani cahaya mentari yang hangat. Sudah acara hari ini, semoga menjadi bekal yang bermanfaat. Thank you for your great attention and see you for the next occasion. Closing this event by saying hamdalah alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you very much and wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much.